there was some news that came down this week. We talked a while ago, I believe. Did we actually talk about it on the pod, or we just texted about it? Justin Verlander's forearm injury.
We talked about it on the pod. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that to me felt like at the time when it happened, I was like, that's like the first sign of Tommy John surgery. Like
That's
there's
right.
that, and
Yep.
then there's direct elbow discomfort. But yeah, like that's one of them is the forearm. And so, sure enough, Justin Verlander, Tommy John, at 37 years old, he says he's going to try to make a comeback. Quite honestly,
Wow.
I don't think he'll be able to. It's too long of a rehab, and you lose too much. I mean, he has like kind of reinvented his career once already, but I don't know if at that age he'd be able to do it again.
Okay, but that he has an indomitable spirit. I mean, he just does.
Right. Yeah, no,
He
and I
knows
understand that.
His mental game is perhaps the best in the game right now. So, and because he has experience relearning, it's like I wonder if it's like learning a second language, right? Once you learn how to learn a second language, you can learn a third. It's the hard part is learning how to do it. So if he goes into Tommy John, he's at an advantage having already experienced reinvigorating his career imaginatively. So I don't know. I agree with you. I don't know that it's a high possibility that he is able to reinvent himself again, come back at this age after Tommy John and all that. But I don't think we should sell him up the river yet.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, he's not done quite yet. It's possible, but I'm not saying it's probable. How's that?
That's how I would feel. Now, what would be really interesting is if he comes back into middle relief slot. He gets Tommy John. He's still got some stuff, but his window is way shorter now. And instead of throwing 110 pitches and going into 7, 8, 9 innings, he's now relegated to two innings max. And he comes in and he throws 40 or 50 pitches max. I mean, that is extreme max. And I could see that happening.
Well, John Smoltz was a closer at the end of his career.
Right, exactly. Those transition, they happen. They're not common. People have a hard time with it, but it happens.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of that. Maybe that is his role going forward. He spends 3 years as a closer, or even a setup man. Which would be
amazing, because did you hear the name you just dropped in conjunction with this opportunity?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he, you know what I'm saying? Like that, the weight of that was huge. So and he has had the career that would justify that. If he comes back post Tommy John, 37, so he'll be in his 38th year. And then there's this swan song, the Cinderella moment, man, Hall of Fame.
Well, and how about this? Smoltz had Tommy John at 34.
Right, he was older.
So, and then that's what he came back and did, was closed out games. So
right, and he's the only pitcher in the Hall of Fame to have had Tommy John, right?
Correct.
So yeah, see.
Yeah,
oh
it could be.
Man, did we just create?
I'm glad you brought it up, because I honestly hadn't thought about that angle, and it's so crazy. It just might work.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting. So we'll see. I don't know. That's what my gut says. We'll see what happens.